Hello, everybody, and happy Sunday. How is everybody today? I just decided to kind of impromptu go live on this incredible Sunday. It's supposed to be sort of like the middle of a hurricane over here in Los Angeles. So I thought, you know what? Let me just go live over here and start talking a little bit about how to create a powerful strategy. So, how is everybody? I see FemZ and Shirley. Where's everybody tuning in from this beautiful Sunday afternoon? What's afternoon for me? I don't know. It might be evening for you guys or morning for you somewhere. So, where is everybody tuning in from today? And hello and happy Sunday. Hello, Nemo from Finland and Aquino from Bow Bridge. Hello from Scotland. So good to see everybody today. And Deb from Massachusetts. I see somebody from Florida. We're having Florida weather over here in California. So hello from Guyana. So good to see everyone. So I've been spending the whole week this week, reading the audio version of my brand new book, Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win. So it's been pretty exciting for me. And I'm so excited to give this book to you, to like birth this book to the world. And so I'm like bursting right now. And so right now we are offering all kinds of really cool things. If you guys haven't gone to slaythebullybook.com right now, we're offering a free masterclass and a free workbook and behind the scenes access to my launch team, my Facebook group, and we're doing all kinds of like extras in there because we want to give away really cool things. So make sure you pre-order it there. Actually, if you pre-order it now, you get early access to the whole manuscript. So I just thought I'm going to teach you today some of the things from the book so that you can kind of get a preview of some of the things from the book, because I was, it's like so fresh in my mind right now that I thought, oh, you know what? I'm going to actually teach you some of it. So I'm actually going to put a little like banner down here on that link is. Let's see if I can do that. Here. There you go. So this is actually some of the stuff that I thought I would teach you from the book. And it was, interesting to me because the book is called Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win. And to me, it's so full circle because I dealt with narcissists in the form of bullies as a kid. I don't know if any of you guys were, well, the book is not free, but because I don't even get the book for free. The publisher makes me pay for the book, but I can give you a masterclass for free. And so we're giving a masterclass for free, a workbook for free, behind the scenes access for free, all kinds of extra content for free right now. So, but I dealt with bullies as a kid. And I think that when you deal with that, it sets you up later in life to expose you to more bullies as adults. And now that my eyes are open, I'm so much more aware of it and I don't have that issue anymore. But I think that was sort of why I ended up with a narcissistic business partner down the road. And that, I ended up my eyes were so wide open. But, at the end of the book, I end up even actually thanking the bullies in my life, the narcissists in my life, because they've become such lessons for me. And so I kind of have come full circle with the whole thing. And I'm so, now feeling like it's been a journey toward my own authentic power, because narcissists are not in authentic power. They use coercive control and this whole fake power, they come on with this version of charisma and mirroring and all of these things to try to charm you at the beginning. And then it's sort of this bait and switch, and then the whole relationship is hot and cold and push and pull because they have dealt with trauma in their lives. And so they're deeply fearful people. They deeply hate themselves. They deeply feel empty inside. They carry a deep sense of shame. And it's really a massive scam, because they actually attach themselves to you because you have so much value, and they see this massive value that you have. And they go, wow, I want some of that. So let me get some of that. Let me glom onto this person and start getting some of that for myself. And so you start going, oh, let me pour myself into this person, and you don't end up getting anything in return. And so it's this push, pull throughout the entire relationship. So hi, Melissa from Raleigh, North Carolina. And yeah. Oh, so Carrie said, I dealt with bullying events as a kid too. I didn't even know that, Carrie. Carrie is now part of my team, and she actually came in through being a Slay client, and absolutely love Carrie. She's a wonderful person. So, one of the things that I learned in doing my research for the book, which it's all part of the book, by the way, is that that narcissists actually sustained a lot of trauma as children. And what happens when we are in trauma as adults or as humans is that our bodies respond as fight or flight. And when that happens, our brains dump chemicals into our systems to prepare us to either fight or flee, right? It's cortisol, it's epinephrine, it's adrenaline, so that we can be prepared to be stronger or run faster. And when that happens on a regular basis, on a constant basis, then it actually can cause damage to the limbic system part of the brain, especially when you're a child. And then when that happens, it actually causes arrested development in the limbic system part of their brains. And so while the rest of their brain continues to develop, that prefrontal cortex part of their brain continues to develop, that limbic system part of their brain, that emotional center part of their brain did not. And so when they are presented with stimuli that causes them to believe, whether we think it's rational or reasonable or not, is really of no import. But when they believe that they are in some sort of needing to feel like they need to go back in survival mode, when they're triggered, it could be an eye roll, it could be a tone, it could be anything, then that part of their brain, that limbic system part of their brain, gets triggered again. And then they are immediately back into defense mode and survival mode. And then you become that public enemy again. You become the person that they are, immediately going after. And it's a splitting, it's black and white. And so that's why it's, you're living almost with that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation, whether it's male or female, it's the same. And so, and sometimes, by the way, they don't even remember how they behaved during that period of time. And it can be, when that is triggered, a rage comes out. So it's called narcissistic injury, and it can trigger narcissistic rage. So when you go to negotiate with this person, you definitely are not dealing with rational. You're not dealing with reasonable. And here you are trying to overlay rational, and you're trying to overlay reason, and you literally are not. You're literally physiologically dealing with somebody whose brain is definitely different than a person who's rational or reasonable. And the problem is that you're never going to get them to see reasonableness. And they literally will take themselves down to take you down sometimes, because they're thinking from this limbic system part of their brain. And by the way, you also many times are, depending on how long you've been in relationship with a narcissist, whether it's professional or personal, have sustained trauma. And so your bodies are also in trauma. You are also in, some mental fog, cognitive dissonance. Your bodies are also dealing with potentially autoimmune issues, and also, other types of issues. So the problem is that people who are dealing with, two people who are going to mediate, or two people who are going to negotiate, see everybody the same, but it's not necessarily the same. So that's why I really want to make sure that this book gets in the hands of as many people as possible, because it's groundbreaking. What I'm talking about is groundbreaking. And the way that the negotiations need to be handled is so different than with anybody else. And that's what, I want to talk a little bit today about strategy, and how you have to approach strategy when you are dealing with a narcissist, as a person who's coming from the other side, so that you can start to set yourself up in a way that you can feel empowered, that you can create a situation that you are prepared, that you are fully prepared, and know that you're not on the behind the eight ball, so that you're not feeling like you are behind, because a lot of times when you start off the negotiation, you feel like, how did I end up here? How did I end up so far behind? For one thing, they set you up at the beginning by saying things like, oh, I don't want to fight either. I also want to come to a resolution quickly. Neither one of us need lawyers, or, let's just collaborate on this, or that sort of thing. And that's not true. If you are dealing with a person who's truly a narcissist, that's not true. And the reason why is this concept of what I talk about, diamond level supply versus coal level supply. Diamond level supply is how they look to the world. And, you know, yes, they want to win, but they also love to manipulate you, see you squirm, make your life miserable. And that's that concept of what I call coal level supply. And that's why they're never going to leave you alone. That's why they're never going to you'll never be free unless you create leverage as well. So strategy, leverage, anticipate you. That's the SLAY method. And you need to have all of the 4 letters if you want to be able to win. So when you're creating your strategy, you have to figure out what form of supply is more important for them to keep than the supply that they get from manipulating you, jerking you around, making your life miserable. What is their diamond level supply? What is it that is more important for them, most important for them? But even beyond that, most important for you is creating that powerful vision and deciding that you can win, having that powerful mindset, because I know that you feel like it's not fair right now. I know where you're sitting right now. And let me tell you, I can sit in the it's not fair bathtub, like mud bath with you. Like I can sit there with you till kingdom come. It's not fair all of you all. It's not fair all of you guys. I mean, I've sat in that whole like mud bath with like so deep. If you've been in relationship or the whole situation with narcissists, it's not fair. There's no doubt about it. But let me tell you the 4 F's that you need to get your head around, right? And that is like, forget about calling them a narcissist, forget about getting them to see your side, forget about getting them to acknowledge anything that you ever did, and forget about closure because you're not getting it. That's it. It's so unsatisfying. It's not going to be fair. It's not. So, do you want to be right about that? You want to be right about sitting in the it's not fair pool? Or do you want to win this thing? Do you want to get on with your life and take it back and sit in authentic power and be like the most best, highest version of yourself and live out what God's purpose is for you? Right? That is what you want. That is what you want. Sitting in it's not fair leaves you as a victim. And that just allows them to win. And that is not okay. So you have to decide right here, right now, that ends. And that's what I did. That's what I had to do. I stood on a mountaintop in Haleakala, and I realized when I was on vacation with my family that, my daughter was like, "Oh my gosh, Mom, this is such a beautiful sunrise." And I was like, "Yeah, it is." And all I could think about was a freaking narcissist. And in that moment, I had this aha moment, and I was like, every moment I give this narcissist, I'm in victim mode. So the person who walked up that mountain was not the same person who walked down, because I just realized I'm not giving this power away anymore. And I want you to do the same thing right now. You have to decide. The root of the word decide is side. It's to kill, it's to cut off. And I want you to decide today that you are not going to give them any more power. So, really, the beginning of your the beginning of your strategy is to decide right here, right now, that you got to give up the it's not fair, because you're right. It's not, it sucks. They suck. You got it. It's true. But really, you got to it's you got to create a winning strategy and win, and you will. So you got to figure out what it is that you want and be really specific, really clear, and then know that you're going to win. Write it out. I want blank, and I want it by blank 6 months from now. And then start taking the action steps. How am I going to get there? So you're going to start taking the steps, and you're going to start creating leverage. And in my book, I teach you how to get there. And right now, I even give you a whole freaking masterclass that goes along with the book. So go to slaythebullybook.com and get it all right now, because this is your chance to take control of your life, right? This is your chance to take control of your life. And by the way, I also am doing a certification workshop. If you feel a calling in your heart to become a coach, one of the fastest ways to also heal this is actually a study out of UC Berkeley, is to be in service to others and help others heal. So if you feel called to become a coach, I have a master high conflict certification training program to become a master high conflict negotiation coach. We've already started training and so many coaches. It is magical, the transformation that's happening. Magical. We've been training coaches from all over the world. So if you feel called and you want to learn more about how to become a master high conflict coach, come join us. I'm going to give you the website for that. Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific, we're going to tell you more about that. So if you want to learn more about that, this is the training for that. Hold on. That's the training for that. So if you feel called, join me for the training. That's Wednesday at 1 p.m. If you haven't pre-ordered my book, I invite you to do that now, because if you pre-order, you get early access to the entire manuscript, you get a masterclass, you get a workbook, you get all kinds of really cool things. So, Michelle Klein says, I highly recommend the coach training. See, Michelle is already in my program. I love. Yeah, Michelle is one of my new trainees. And she knows these guys are literally my heart. My heart. I am so it's asking me for a receipt code. You just go use this link right here. Who just said that? Holly Williams. Go to this link right here, Holly. Where you see the link there that says Slay the Bully book. Go to that one. That'll be easier for you probably. So I'm just looking to see, somebody wrote, I went through the same, Rebecca. He really tried to destroy me in any which way he could. Yeah, that's what they do. You know why? Because they're losers. That's why. I mean, they feel empty inside, but you can be bigger. You can be better. What I teach works. We literally have thousands of testimonials, thousands, not like a few, not like a collection. I mean, ask Carrie. Carrie is over here. She's part of my team. We get hundreds a day. Like, we have a testimonial section inside of our Slack channel, and our team posts them every day. We're not talking about like a handful. We're talking about every day we get these testimonials. This works. What I teach works. That's why I'm telling you to get the book, do the workshops, come to, and, if you can't even order the book for, $20 or whatever, just continue to listen to the podcast and the YouTube or whatever. That's why I have so much free content out there, because I'm so called to make sure that you guys have this information. I really do. I'm so called to, this is my mission, truly. I mean, I had, as an attorney, when I was still practicing, let me tell you, way too much work, way too much. So I'm very, very called to make sure that you guys have this information. I started a 501c3 with Lindsay Snyder, who owns In and Out, because I'm now called to provide legal aid. I am very, very deeply committed to putting this information in your hands. So I very much want you to have this information. I very much want you to have it in a way that's affordable for you. But, you also have to do the work. You also have to do the work. You also have to be motivated to do it. You also have to believe that you can win. 100% of winning is you believing that you can win. Let me tell you, even when you tell me all I need is a good lawyer, that is giving away your power. That is giving away your power. Yes, you need a good lawyer, but that is not all you need. You have to believe it. You have to believe it. Let me tell you, even when I had clients, when I was still practicing, if I had a client who didn't believe in me, I would be like, tell me where to send your file, because I'm not taking clients that don't believe that I can help them. So, you have to believe it. Okay? You have to believe it. 100% starts with your mindset. All right. And it's all in the book. So slaythebullybook.com. I want you to go pre-order it. And that's why I'm giving away lots of good stuff right now, so that you can get started and get everything you need to start going. All right. So who's pre-ordering this book right now? And who's going to be part of my launch team? All right. Who's in? All right. Who's in? Michelle has tons of free content. Check her out. Right, Michelle, my girl. Right. I'll bite. I still need your help. Well, come join my team, girl. Whoever just said that from Israel, it says Niman, I think. All right, Brenda. All right. Fought so hard. I'm tired. They do. They weigh you down. That's why you need a team around you, Brenda. Be part of our community. Right. Yes, Holly. You come back to the box to get the bonus. Yes. Right. All right. Shalom. Shalom. All right. I love you guys. High conflict is so hard. Yes, it is. There aren't many lawyers to choose from. I know. That's why we're certifying them now. There are lawyers in my program. There are lawyers that are training in my program right now. That's the good news. That's the good news. And then once they are certified, they're going to be on my website, which is super cool. Super cool. All right, Carol, good job. Yes. Welcome. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I wish you would come to Israel. I love Israel. It's so beautiful there. I actually have a friend from high school that lives there. Love it. All right, Holly. I love it. Beautiful. All right, guys. Well, I am so excited to support you in your journey. I want to hear, I want to see those reviews. I want to see what you guys think. I want to see you all in the Facebook launch team, because I'm going to be posting special content just for you guys in there. And, you know, we need to spread the word about this new book to the world. Like, this needs to be out there. All right. And remember, they only win if you give in. And, you know, this works. So mindset first. All right. So drop the "it's not fair." Stop being a victim. Don't allow it. You got this. You're going to be in create mode. You were meant to serve the highest version of your soul. You were meant to shine. That's what you were born to do. So allow it to shine. Stop hiding that light. Bring it forward. All right? Remember my name, Holly Williams. I will remember your name, Holly. I want to see you in my community. That's what I want to see. That is what I want to see, Holly. Come join us. Come join us and be a coach. All right, Holly. Love it. All right, all right, all right. I want to see all of you all be part of my community. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. And you got this. Today's a great day to start negotiating your best life, right? Remember that. And I am with you in spirit, and it is my mission to continue to be the wind beneath your wings and support you and empower you. All right? You got this. God bless you.